Okay, this is a problem from section 6.7. I had somebody ask about it. So we have a square and we want to find the area of it. So anytime you're trying to find the area of a square or a rectangle, parallelogram, whatever, the area is either length times width or base times height. And so it tells us that the area is 529 square units. So we're going to substitute 529. And then the base and height is this and then this. This side on the bottom isn't labeled, except that we know that on a square they're the same. And so if that side is x, then the bottom is also going to be x. So the base is x and the height is also x. Then we multiply x times x and we get x squared. Okay. Remember, anytime you have x squared in a problem, you need to move everything to that side. So I'm going to subtract 529 from both sides. So we get 0. We know that you can't actually subtract 529 because they're not like terms. So we got x squared minus 529. And then you need to factor that. So this is a little bit of a larger number, but this is a difference of squares. So we know it factors into x, and then it's always plus or minus. And then what you square to get 529 is actually 23. Okay. Then we're ready to set those equal to 0. So I've got x plus 23 equals 0 and x minus 23 equals 0. So here we'll subtract 23 and we get x equals negative 23. Here you add 23 and we get x equals positive 23. Now, it doesn't make sense that we would have two answers for the side of a square. So if we look at our answers, this one is negative. And since we're talking about the length of a side of a square, it doesn't make sense that it would be negative. So your answer is going to be 23. So it's 23 units because the side of a square can't be negative.